The Ford Ironman World Championship is negotiating the 112 miles of the bike course on what is becoming an historic combination of heat and humidity.
My name is Chris Lieto. I'm a top American Ironman triathlete. People think, wow, he's an Ironman, like I'm some kind of superhero or something. But anyone can do an Ironman race. Yeah, you gotta train, you gotta put in the time, but you always can start with a shorter event if you want. Like the guy you're gonna meet right now. What I admire most about him is how he deals with mental challenges. Because at some point in your life, you're gonna feel low, but it's what you do with it at that point. See how you, as far as can overcome and be an Ironman inside and out with the real winning edge.
Oh, my haircut. So I actually just shaved my head yesterday, and the reason why I shaved it was for my best friend, because when I found out he had cancer, that really hurt me, because I mean, here's this person that's just so ambitious, so driven. He's gonna do a lot of great things in his life, and this cancer just took that all away from him instantaneously. So that's why I shaved my head, was for him. My favorite thing about competing triathlons is just the journey itself. I mean, going through the whole process, everything from waking up early in the morning to getting to the pool and training, to riding your bike on a beautiful day like this, and then just going on runs and then crossing the finish line. There's nothing that can explain the feeling that you get when you cross the finish line of a triathlon. It's just this amazing feeling that, wow, like I didn't just do one sport, I did 3 all in a row. I have no swimming background whatsoever, and so the first time I got in the pool, I could only swim 25 yards, and so it's really focusing on technique to improve my performance, because I mean, you can be the fittest athlete in the world, but if you have the wrong technique in a pool, someone with better technique who isn't as fit as you is going to beat you every time.
It takes a great deal of commitment and organization to be able to throw down several swims, bikes, and runs during the week, and at the same time pursue your academic career simultaneously. He does a good job at using the science of the testing that we do and the things that we find out about what gets him the most bang for his buck, to allow him to not be spending a lot of time putting in what we call junk miles. I think that Justin's unique in that he really is educating himself a lot about what his body is capable of and how science applies to triathlon.
Recently, my best friend was diagnosed with Burkitt's lymphoma. In the second week of school, he goes in to the doctor to have his lymph nodes checked out, and they find out that they found cancerous cells in there, and that just hit me out of nowhere. I mean, here I was, everything was going great, like I had everything I could ever want in life, and I was just really happy at that point, and then this news just hit me out of nowhere. After he left, the next week he left to go back to Seattle to finish his chemo treatments, and that was really hard, like, to have your best friend just taken away from you, just instantly, like, without notice, and it was really hard. I was really down a lot, like, didn't really find enjoyment in a lot of the things that I used to, like training. I used to love, like, going swimming, going biking, going running. And it was really hard to get up just to even do those things. I mean, before I had this stereotype that, depression is just this fake thing, you just get over it, like, it's just a mental thing. But I just realized that, it is very real, and, like, you need to seek help when it hits you. And so that's when I sought out the help of a psychologist.
I think the number one thing that I see in him when he's faced with challenges and disappointments is that he turns to his friends. He turns to his friends for support. He talks to people who will listen to him, and he'll seek advice from other people, which is, I think, quite admirable.
All that really helped me, and so now I'm a lot better than I was in the middle of the year, and so those things really helped a lot. Just reading my Bible, praying, and seeking out professional help. I chose to study exercise science because I've always just been interested in sports and athletics, and I'm also interested in using exercise as medicine. And where I want to combine business and medicine is in the future is to transform our nation's healthcare system.
He is incredibly persistent. He has amazing endurance, and so Justin does that very, very well in triathlons, and I think that's part of why he was so successful in academics and will probably continue to be so, is that he's able to put in the work that's required and able to endure whatever obstacles come his way, and to be able to project into the future and push forward no matter what obstacles he has, and be able to get to that goal.
I didn't have anyone helping me when I was applying to college, and so I wanted to be that kind of mentor and resource to students when I got to college. I really like answering their questions because it lets them take part and be involved in the process and really learn and discover, is this the right fit for me?
I really admire his self-determination, and so I think that when peer pressure comes, he knows who he is as an individual, and he's confident in dealing with situations.
He's one of my best friends here. I mean, he's the #1 person I can count on when I'm in trouble. You know, when I need someone to talk to, he's always there. I'm in the Army, and you know, the question is always posited to me. You know, if you could have one person in a foxhole with, you know, in the middle of a war, who would you have? And immediately Justin comes to mind.
And one of the quotes that I came across was from Vince Lombardi, and it's not how hard you get knocked down, it's if you get up and respond. And so that was kind of the quote that got me through these past couple months was, you know, I got knocked down really hard these past couple months. I mean, I struggled to even get out of bed some days. Like, I just wanted to lay there all day. And, you know, it's just kind of shifting your perspective, maintaining a positive attitude and saying, you know what, you get knocked down, everyone gets knocked down, life isn't perfect, like, things are gonna happen, but it's how you respond, it's your attitude throughout the whole process. So just staying positive and saying, you know, if I'm gonna fight this and I'm gonna work through this and I'm gonna get over this.